have to put a company, no it doesn't. Oh, I took it from what Andy did.
We're here! We are live! Kind of, folks. Hi, my name is Charlie Hall, and this is the Rhodywood Squares, and we want to thank the Touro Fraternal organization for hiring us, for asking us to put together a fundraising show for them, and all the funds are all off to the Lewis and Goldie Christie Kosher Pantry that is in Providence on North Main Street at the JCS, and we all feel good by doing that. Now, when I say all, I have a bunch of celebrities with me. Celebrities, let me hear you applaud. Come on.
Hey.
Give me some love. Okay. Now, the show is going to start shortly. For those who don't know what's happened, I think I should explain. We're a little bit late. You've all heard about the Russian hackers who are hacking giant companies around the United States, all the big ones, and of course my computer. And because of this, I think it's because I'm not drinking enough vodka, they have attacked my computer. And so we're running a little bit late, a little bit past, but we're getting things together. And look, we're all dressed up, all of the 10, 12 celebrities. Yeah, that many. And so we thought we'd put on a show for you. So here we are. And by the way, if you miss it, you can see it later on. Of course, if you miss it, you're not even telling me, you're not even hearing me tell you that if you miss it, you can see it later on. But hopefully it'll get to you, okay? Now, before we get to the actual game with my buddy, host, the very funny Frank O'Donnell, I thought you might like to see some of the celebrities, maybe meet them for a minute or two, see what they're doing, what they're up to. I know the first guy, I have no idea what he's up to. He's the most boring guy in the world. Let's say hi to Judge Caprio. Hello, Judge Caprio.
Hey, Judge.
Folks, yes, I can see you guys applauding. Judge Frank Caprio, perhaps Rhode Island's biggest celebrity right now. Is that true?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, I've been reading the papers, and rumor has it something big is happening in your life. You got a brand new tie.
What a lie. I've had this tie for 3 weeks.
Okay, so were you surprised that you were given a nomination for a daytime Emmy?
Actually, I was actually blown away by that. You know, there are only 5 nominees. It's a court in Providence, as you know. Judge Judy, these are all heavy hitters. Judge Judy, the divorce court, the paternity court, and the people's court. And little old Rhode Island,
Yeah.
old public access station, court in Providence, in that beautiful Providence Public Safety Complex where we film it every day, you know.
And you, of course, make millions, right? Like Judge Judy.
Trillions, trillions.
You don't get paid $1 extra, do you?
I don't
Nothing.
get paid $1 extra, and they double my salary every week. So
And so you're going to fly down there, and you're going to get in a limousine, and you're going to have like Meryl Streep on your arm. How's this going to work?
well, my wife rented a big suite, and she got a whole outfit, and she ordered me a new tuxedo, and she rented a limo. And I'm not sure who she's going down with because it's going to be virtual. It's not being held in Los Angeles.
Do you have a speech? Are you going to have a speech made up?
Interestingly enough, Charlie,
Yes.
you would think I won already because we've been notified that each of the nominees should prepare a speech no more than 30 seconds and video it and send it to the Academy. And then they will decide which one they're going to show. Whoever wins, that speech will be read.
You already know if you've won or not?
No, we don't know if we've won.
Okay,
We
all right.
asked each of the nominees to send
Okay.
in a speech because it's virtual. So
Okay.
they will then play that.
It's virtual.
It's virtual, right?
Because you're gonna have a lot of fun because virtual, very smooth, nothing wrong, nothing ever goes wrong. Watch out for the Russians. All right, look, we wish you the best of luck, and I do want to get one point in is that Judge Judy, she's going to be tough to beat. She has like 6 million total social followers, and you only have 12 million. He has 12 is twice what she has. So we all wish you the best of luck.
Judge Judy is the gold standard of court programs.
Maybe fake gold plate. Okay. Now what about
Wait, we may only have 12 million Facebook views, but we have over 5 billion social media views.
Oh, God.
Congratulations, Judge.
Congratulations. Mike Montecalvo is drooling right now looking for those ratings. Let's go to the first couple of Cranston.
There you go. Hey, how are you? Hey, Charlie.
You're still married. How do you like that?
It'll be 5 years next week, and we haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah. So there's still a chance that a Fung may become a governor, right?
A Fung. Who knows which one?
You both have fun.
You guys are adorable. Tell me how you met.
So we met in Tampa at the RNC convention, and the first day was actually canceled because of a hurricane. And I was running around in the hotel, and I had an umbrella, which was stupid because it was like 90-mile-an-hour winds. But I hit him in the head with it by accident, and he, instead of being like, "That's the dumbest girl ever," he was like, "Hey, you want to go out for lunch?" So
is this when Alan was found to be wearing a Trump hat? No, that wasn't that time?
No. We were actually delegates for Romney back in 2012.
Oh, way back. Okay.
So the cool Republican.
Yeah, cool Republican.
Actually, what was interesting about it, Charlie, was that is literally what happened. And my first thought when I got hit in the head with an umbrella is, who the heck is opening an umbrella in 90-mile-an-hour? And then all of a sudden I turned. I guess she knocked me senseless. I'm like, whoa, all right, I better shut my mouth. And
is that what happened?
We're out for lunch.
Well, look, congratulations. I know you beat the last speaker in a big race. And
cartoons, right?
Yes, I did some cartoons on that. Alan, you are doing some law work right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know how people.
He got that in very well.
All right. All right, very good. Let's talk to myself now. Hi, Charlie. Let's go down to James Hummel. Where's Jimmy? Where's Hummel? Hummel.
Charles.
God, we started together a long time ago. I've been doing courtroom artwork for all the TV stations. Many times for you. What happened? You were working for the Journal, and then what happened? Like how many years ago? 20?
Mid-90s. I look like Nostradamus now, Charlie. I thought, you know what? This print thing may not be the wave of the future. But people said at the time, so I wound up going over to Channel 6, and everybody was like, Hummel, you're going into television? You could retire at the Journal. Well, maybe not so much anymore. So I just wanted to continue to report and go over to the Journal. But go over to TV. I had actually, as you remember, I did a switch with a Channel 6 reporter.
Yes.
Debbie Kim.
Isn't that what led to the whole switch?
Yeah, well, the deal is I was interested in television, but I always kind of viewed the TV guys. If you think back 25 years ago, print was really the only serious journalism. So I looked at TV guys like as a bunch of blow-dried fluff boys. They look good. Not so much upstairs.
Mike Montecalvo is drooling again.
There you go. Well, Mike began in radio, and then he became one of those guys. So, so one thing led to a next, and I talked to the head of the broadcast division at the Journal. They had 10 TV stations all over the country, and he said to me after the interview, he'd only done television, I'd only done print, and he said, I need to find a way for you to get on tape. And I told the guy, I feel like a rabbi interviewing to become a priest. I said, we're not quite on the same page. So long story short, I got tape, and then I had done a switch with Channel 6. Wasn't planning to stay in the market. Was going to go to other places, but a position opened up, and I went to Channel 6 in 1995. So that's
And now you are in the plum job in media. You're being seen every Sunday morning on PBS by 12 people.
that's true. My rating
kidding.
is through the roof. Well, and Steve McDonald's one of them. So
I am on every Sunday at noon, right after the 10:30 mass.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to the aforementioned Mike Montecalvo, who joins, let me see, past Center Squares, Gene Valicente, Kim Kalunian. Our next one's going to be Tom Brokaw. So you have a big shoes to fill.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, well, there's nobody better than you because you are out there. You are everywhere. You're out there. You are on every committee. Let's HJY, HJJ, LMNOP, QRS. You can't hold a job.
I know, 13 radio stations, Charlie. So I finally decided let's go to TV full time at that point.
Yeah, and you're doing pretty well over there. What is the best part of being an anchorman at Channel 12?
I love telling stories. I love telling stories that touch people's hearts. I like getting off the anchor desk and going into the community. I actually love hosting charity events.
Yes, you do.
I look forward to that. So COVID was rough.
Yeah.
Doing charity events on Zoom. So the calendar's filling up again. I'm looking forward to it.
So we see you often on Meeting Street with the Cardis. What are your favorite charities? And yeah, how do you ask that? But name a couple of ones that we see you at all the time.
So I love Meeting Street. I've been working with them for 25 years. Special Olympics Rhode Island, 25, 30 years. The Alzheimer's Association of Rhode Island. Everybody needs a hand, and it's a it's a grassroots effort to get people to watch you. But my parents raised me at an early age to give back, and that's one of the reasons why I want to get out there. And
people may not know some fun facts about you that will come about through Frank's questions a little bit later on. So we'll get to that. So stay tuned. A very interesting guy. Yeah. Kelly Bates. Kelly Bates, where is the map of Rhode Island behind you? I assumed all weather people had them in their house.
I got a dude in a boat.
a dude in a boat. Okay. And did you make that?
No. Oh no.
Because you are becoming quite the artist. You sent me some stuff. Very good.
One thing. What?
Very good. All right. So here's what I want to ask you. What's the weather tonight? No. Do you get mad when people ask you, "Hey, what's the weather?"
No, I don't.
Some other people do, you know.
Yes, they do. You know who they are.
Yes, they do.
but no, I like people, so anytime I get to engage with people, I'm totally on board with that. But I had the day off today, so I haven't looked at anything. So the one time I needed to know what.
If you like people and people like you, they should go to Amazon and buy you a lamp.
For my room, I know.
Yeah. We've been. The crowd out there doesn't know, but we've been talking to her about her lighting. What is a fact that your listeners, your viewers, your friends don't know about you? Something interesting.
My TV career was almost a one-day only deal. My first time on TV, I was at WMUR in Manchester, New Hampshire. And I just signed my contract, and they sent me outside to report on a flood along the river that was right next to the TV station. And I just in a whirlwind met everybody, and I couldn't remember anybody's name. So I was outside, and I did my report. I had my microphone here, and I said, "And now back to you." And then I turned to the photographer, and I said, "Oh, F, I forgot her name." And then in my ear, I hear "Clear," which back at the news director's office and told, "That's never going to happen again," right? I'm like, "Oh, no." So I got to live another day. But
was it a problem that you were using a pen for a microphone?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you mind if we move on now?
By all means.
Okay. In fact, let's move on to people who probably pay your salary. Oh, it's the Cardi Brothers. Hi, Cardis. How are ya?
Hi, how are you?
All right. All right. Now, you guys have some tenure with this show. This is your third show. Every time we do a celebrity show, you guys say yes. You're easy, both of you.
Yes, we
Thank
are.
you. Thank you. And you
The amount
always.
of money that you're paying, Charlie.
Yeah.
Big bucks.
You also very generous as always, donating. Well, you'll see some later on, but you guys are great. What's new? What can we look for at the Cardis? What's coming up? What's the next holiday? Would it be Father's Day? What's happening? That's happening.
I heard that one of the locations in New England actually removed all the holidays from the calendar. So I'm not sure if you're allowed to say that anymore. Well, they did do it, but I'm joking. But no, there's a lot of things happening, and the world of the supply chain has been challenging throughout the world with everything. It's not.
And that's affected furniture, Peter. Is that true?
Yeah, it's affected everything, and but we've been fortunate to date in with our supply. But yeah, as Ron mentioned, it's a bear. So we source stuff all over the world, kind of like the judge. We're following him. He's all over the world, so we're just trying to ride on his coattails. But as product comes, it doesn't go as quick as the TV signal. So
Yeah.
It's been challenging.
Yeah. Well, I've had a long relationship with you two guys, mainly because I refused to pay a bill for a chair I got in 1992. I'm not paying.
You remember when the judge was doing something with Karen Adams? It was letters in your bars or restaurant or whatever the heck it was.
Yes.
We were sitting there, and the judge was sitting at the table with Karen doing the love letters. And I think you roped us into sponsoring it somehow. But it was a blast. It was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
The judge was fabulous then in person and fabulous on TV, and that's why he's
Truth be told, I put the judge where he is today. I made him what he is.
An overnight success and started many years ago.
Okay, let's see who we have. Oh, Steve. Which one? Now, which one of you is Steve? Steve Goldman, owner of the former New England Pest. And what's it called now?
Big Blue Bugs Solutions.
Very good. And I see we have the blue bug right there.
Yep, Nibbles is right here. Yep.
Now, Steven, you are our liaison to the Touro world. Are you the one Jewish person on the panel tonight?
I am the only Jewish person.
Okay.
We're used to being outnumbered.
You told me a couple of. Not in the world of comedy.
Very true. Very true.
Now, you told me a funny story earlier today. Tell one of those stories that you mentioned.
Well, I'd like to talk about one of the most unusual pest problem we had to treat. And it was regarding a tenant who was late in paying his monthly bill to the landlord. So when he was late, the landlord decided to call him, and he called him a few times, but he didn't answer the phone. And after a couple of weeks, he decided he should check it out. He got concerned, so he was going to make a personal visit. So he went to the apartment, knocked on the door. Tenant didn't answer. So he decided to use the pass key and open the door himself. And when he got in, he found out why the tenant didn't pay his bill. The tenant had died.
Oof.
Such a stench and odor in that apartment. It was incredible. And what he noticed was thousands of maggots coming out into the apartment. So basically, they asked us to treat the apartment and take care of the maggots so the coroner could come in and take care of the body.
We'll pause for dinner right now, and we'll be back. Oh, my Lord.
This is the story you chose to tell?
It's a very unusual story. It tells you in the career of pest control, you run into these situations more often than you realize.
Oh, as poor Steve Mack is eating his dinner of cheese and shells, and looks just like a
bad night for ramen noodles, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, really? Is there ever a bad night for that?
No.
Okay. So Speaking of Steve McDonald, many may know, God, you have a lot of different jobs. Play-by-play for the URI Rams.
Paperboy and shovel in the winter when the snow. Yeah,
Really?
I do the URI basketball and football games. And
Yeah.
I work full-time with Paul and Al on 94 HJY in the mornings.
Now,
as Jim Shorts.
We wanted to have Paul here.
Yeah.
He got delayed. He's at a golf tournament. It's good though. It's for the Hasbro Children's Hospital.
Excellent.
He's doing good over there. But he got delayed. I don't know what happened. I think he did mention a Blue Jay was trying to hatch his Titleist 3.
Oh, okay. That's a problem. That's a problem.
So
I can't imagine he got delayed more than we did. So he's probably on the 37th hole right now over there.
But I did talk to him. I said to him, Paul, what's so special about being able to spin records, classic rock, later on in your life, as you get close to 60? He said, it's great being able to play the Stones while passing one.
Yeah. It's getting to be that case. And, it is something that we talk about once in a while, because how old can you be? And, we've all been there. I've been there over 30 years, Paul and Al, 27 years, I think now. And you say, can you still be current and relatable to the music and to the listeners and everything? And the thing is, with classic rock, which is basically, our most of what we do, it never changes. We're still playing the Stones. We're still playing Zeppelin, just like they did back, 40 years ago. So,
and you are still as funny as you ever were. How do you keep that going?
Well, I think it's a chemistry in there. And obviously, Paul and Al, I always, I had the privilege to work in New York City for a couple of years with Don Imus in fill and roll. And in doing that, I got a taste of what New York market was, which is the #1 market. And then I come back to Providence and I'm working with Paul and Al. And I'll tell you what, Paul and Al are New York talent in the Providence market. They are that good at what they do. And the relationship after, 3 decades with each other, you all know when somebody wants to say something, when you give the stage to someone else, when it's your turn to go. Even during the pandemic, when we all haven't been in the same room all the time, they've been right through going to the station every day. And I think they felt like that was something that was important for them to be able to relate to their listeners who are going to work, those that were going to work at the time.
I love you guys. I think you're great. Of course, I listen to Howard Stern on Sirius. I never listen to you guys, but I hear you're very good. I hear you're very good.
We didn't want you listening anyway, Charlie, so that's fine.
All right, I see Frank O'Donnell. Frank O'Donnell is getting ready. Frank, are you about ready to start the show?
I was ready 3 hours ago.
It's the Russians, Frank. It's the Russians. So here we go, folks. It is now time for the Rhodywood Squares with Frank O'Donnell!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rhodywood Squares. Tonight, sponsored by the Touro Fraternal Association and benefiting the Goldie and Louis Chester Kosher Food Pantry in Providence, Rhode Island. And now, let's meet our stars. From A Lively Experiment and the Hummel Report, Jim Hummel. WJAR Channel 10 weather babe, Kelly Bates. The voice of the URI Rams and WHJJ's Jim Shorts on Sports, Steve McDonald. And perhaps a friend. Show organizer, comedian, and cartoonist, Charlie Hall. Retired Big Bug Solution owner and man about town, Steve Goldman. Cranston power couple, Alan, and Representative Barbara Ann Fung. From Cardi's Furniture, the very philanthropic Ron and Peter Cardi. From the Emmy-nominated TV show Caught in Providence, it's Rhode Island's nice guy, Judge Frank Caprio. And in the center square, master of all media, WPRI Emmy-winning anchorman and gardener, Mike Montecalvo. And now, to host tonight's event, let's hear it for comedian, thespian, and butterfly advocate, Frank O'Donnell.
Hello, everybody, and a special thank you to Loki, the god of internet mischief, who has allowed us to finally appear. This is Rhodywood Squares for the Touro Fraternal Association. We are raising money for the Goldie and Lewis Chester man, kosher food pantry. There you go. And Steve Goldman said he's the only Jew on the panel, which is true, but I am the token goy of Touro. So let's make sure that we get that in there, okay? So the whole idea of Rhodywood Squares is the same thing as Hollywood Squares. We're playing tic-tac-toe with people. Yes, we're using people to play tic-tac-toe. Why not? So we have two contestants that have been selected randomly by people who bought tickets to this event. And we have Sam and Mike are our first contestants. Sam, howdy.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
How are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I live in Providence with my
that's
girlfriend
great. Now,
Debbie
Mike.
and our 8-year-old dog Brisket the Beagle.
All
I
right.
work at the Rhode Island Department of Health. So it's been a slow year, but it's great to be here with everybody, with the celebrities, and especially with my Touro brothers.
Thank you, Sam. Little tip: you should never name a dog after a piece of meat. I'm just saying. It's.
Did he say brisket or biscuit?
I heard brisket.
What's the name of the dog?
Brisket the Beagle.
There you go.
You may
see?
actually hear him. He may run into the room. So
Yeah. Hey, brisket. You want some brisket? Hey, Mike Smith, you're up. Tell us a little bit something about yourself.
All right, married to my wife for a little over 52 years,
Wow.
and her name's Marilyn.
Man, if you guys had saints, she'd be one.
Oh yeah, she's right next to St. Michael. Anyway, I have three sons, and one of them just got engaged tonight.
Oh, wow.
You're here.
I'm looking forward to them to come over in a little while so we can crack open some champagne.
Nice. You can
And
do
you know
that
what
now
I
if you
do,
want.
you know what I do for a living, so I don't
Yeah.
have to mention that too much, right?
No, we don't.
It goes along with Steve's maggots, you know?
Yeah, you're not a coroner, but you're the next guy. So it's time to play the game. All right. So Sam, you are X. So we start with you. Pick a celebrity.
okay, I'll start with Judge Caprio.
Judge Caprio it is. Judge Caprio, how are you again?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Excellent.
Hey.
Okay, and here's your first question.
Okay.
When you travel to Hollywood, which you have done, you're not going for the daytime Emmys, but somebody sees you on the street and yells out, "Your Honor, who are you wearing? What are you going to yell back?"
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mm.
Jordan Marsh. Basement.
Basement.
There you go.
Okay, is that your real answer, Judge?
Okay.
That your real answer, Jordan Marsh, basement?
Well, it's false. I lied.
That's an honest celebrity.
I swear that I lied.
So Sam, what do you do?
I have no idea.
Just say you agree with the judge.
I agree.
Next.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
The only-
Mike, you're up.
All right, I'll go with Mike Montecalvo.
Mike Montecalvo. Let me just get his questions out here. Hang on just one second. He's at the bottom of the pile, ironically. Mike, how are you?
Hi, thanks, Frank. How are you?
Yeah, one thing Mike didn't mention is that he's been a cameo performer in Anthony Claus for 7 years. So,
And
you're
looking
welcome.
forward to the 8th one.
Yeah, we're getting there. Mike, you apparently are the most visible news person in Rhode Island. You're always out there doing events and fundraisers almost every night. And when you are approached by the public, what question do they most often ask you?
You know, I really don't like this question, and I get it a lot. It's
And
When did you shave your mustache off, Gene?
Mike, is that your real answer?
Now, where do you buy your suits?
Gordon Marsh basement.
Do you buy your suits?
Mike, do you say yay or nay?
I say nay.
No, that is a yay.
Oh.
That is actually the question Mike gets the most. Where do you buy your suits? So Sam, if you're paying attention, got a shot here.
So that's okay.
Okay, Steve Mack.
Steve Mack it is.
All right. It's for the win.
Steven, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Frank. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you very much.
You're off to a great start here. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. From you, that means nothing. So, I'm kidding, Steve. The radio was invented in the late 1890s.
Okay.
And a few years later, the world heard the first words coming out of this funny-looking machine. What were they?
First words in radio. 1890, right? 1890?
1890s, yeah.
1890. Oh, I got this. It was actually a commercial. The first thing on the radio was a commercial, and it said, this Friday night, join Frank O'Donnell and Charlie Hall for a night of comedy at the Warwick Musical Theater. I think that was it, wasn't it? Good seats still available.
And your true answer there, Mr. McDonald.
Actually, there was they were doing first birthdays, and it was a happy first birthday for Joe Biden. So we know it was a big night for him. That's for sure. No, my actual answer, speaking of Joe Biden, and truthfully, the first thing that ever came on the radio was a message from the president of the United States at that time. It was Benjamin Harrison, but he was the first to utter his words on radio at the very, very beginning. So the president of the U.S.
All right. Sam, what say you?
I disagree.
And you are correct. That was an excellent bluff, though, Steve.
Not bad, right?
It was actually a Christmas concert was the first broadcast thing on radio. So
Alex Cora taught me how to send signals to Sam, so we're cheating here. But
Sam, you stay alive.
Yay!
We have to. No,
we have a win, don't we?
No.
We have 3 X's in a row.
Okay, good then. All right, let's go to a commercial. Why don't we do that?
Tonight we're raising funds for the Lewis and Goldie Chester Kosher Food Pantry, operated by the Jewish Collaborative Services on North Main Street in Providence. And they're the only one of their kind in Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts. The pantry helps eliminate the strain on hundreds of community members dealing with food insecurity by providing kosher food and other essentials. Tonight, we salute this fine establishment and bless them for the work that they do. Now, on with the show.
And we are back. So congratulations to our first winner. That was Sam. And now we have game 2, which hopefully will go a little longer. And we have 2 brand new contestants who were selected at random, even though the first one is the chairman of Touro. How did that happen?
Wasn't he lucky?
That he got to be chairman. It's Steven. Steven, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Frank.
Oh, that yellow life of the party right there. Come on, Steven. Tell us a little bit about yourself, why don't you?
I am a professor at Johnson Oils, and I have my own business, tax business and financial business. And I also work for Mike sometimes. It's Mike Smith. So
What do you you a pallbearer professionally?
once in a while.
You can't be a part-time oh, never mind. We won't do that. Howard.
Yes, hi.
Contestant number 2. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Frank?
Howard, do you work for Mike part-time as well?
Thank God not.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Right, I'm married 46 years to my lovely wife, Janice.
It'll never last.
It has for 46, so we'll keep on going anyway, right? Maybe we'll reach 50 in another 4 years. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I got two lovely children, Derek 44 and Stacy's just turned or will be turning 42, and she's expecting her first child in
All
August.
right.
So that's exciting.
Congratulations.
Very good.
I think this is where we say mazel tov.
Mazel tov, you got it.
So, hey, listen, I was paying attention when I was hanging out. Just saying.
You're doing well.
All right, so here we go. We start with you, Steven. You are X, so pick a square.
I will start with the Charlie Hall.
What? Me?
Oh. The Charlie Hall.
Yeah.
Charlie, do I have questions for you? Yes, I do. Okay.
Okay.
Charlie, how are you?
I'm fine, Frank.
Haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
Well, it was last week, but it's okay. All right, Charlie.
Yes.
In order to get more people vaccinated, many states are bribing their residents with free college tuition, trucks, and huge cash payments. What is Rhode Island offering?
If you relent and get vaccinated, you will be allowed to cut the line at Twin Oaks 4 Saturdays during the year. That's bigger than the lottery, than the trucks.
That's so
Not
worth
bad.
it.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Is that your real answer, though, Charlie?
You still have to slip the guy $50 to get a good seat, but
So that's it. You get to cut the line at Twin Oaks.
all right. I'm just making that up.
Okay.
Rhode Island doesn't have any of these big. They do have these huge. They're paying people like $50,000. I should have held out $50,000, and Rhode Island. Let me see. I have it here. In Rhode Island, you get a free RIPTA bus ride.
A token.
That's
Steven, that's his answer. Free bus rides for getting vaccinated in Rhode Island.
I will agree.
Say it again.
I will agree.
He will agree, and that's true.
That is true. We have no big
problem, but it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Let's see, Howard. That means you get to pick a square.
Yeah, okay, I'll pick the Fungs. Since I'm from Cranston, and I'm a neighbor of Ken Hopkins, so we got good. Yay, Garden City.
That's awesome.
You need to be very careful when you say that name. Just warning you. Alan, you know that I love your campaign slogan.
What is it?
What the fung? Alan and Barbara.
Yeah, right.
Actually, that recall campaign, get the fung out of here. But anyway. Alan and Barbara, this is for you.
Go ahead.
Do you guys have a special celebrity name?
No.
That's just a question for me.
Oh,
Do you like the fung guys or something like that, or?
We got a wedding present that says Fungamania behind us.
Fungamania.
Fungamania. That
So
started
80s.
friends.
So 80s.
It's tough, because right now after I got married, the girls want to have fun. Two just goes out the window now.
That one's done.
That
That was
done.
your first dance at your wedding, wasn't it? Uh-huh. So, Barbara and Alan, what would be your idea of a perfect date?
You mean besides sitting here with you on a Saturday night?
Or with Charlie too. You got to add that in.
We always had that option.
It's getting weird now.
And the Russian hackers.
Yeah, the Russian hackers. Let's see. We love to go out for a couple drinks at Dave & Buster's, hang out with the kids, play skee ball, air hockey, semi-competitive, hoop games, all good.
You
take on the 12-year-olds. That's your real answer? You like to go to Dave & Buster's and hang out with the kids? Okay. Howard?
Yeah.
Or not?
I disagree.
Ooh, that is true. That is the actual answer.
Super competitive with air hockey. You have no idea. Everybody clears the room. Pucks
It was on the front page of the journal. All right, Steven, you are up.
Well, I'll go with Mike Montecalvo.
Mike Montecalvo. All right, Mike. A lot of people are going to be surprised, Mike, to know that your favorite sport to play is
Bocce. I think you guys call it bocce.
Bocce.
Butch. How do you say it? Butch. Butch.
Do you play bocce? I'm sorry, I'm Irish.
Butch.
You play it the way that you're supposed to play it, and you measure the distances between the paline.
Yeah, that's good.
And the balls with a belt.
So what we do is we get a can and we put the can over the ball with a little string, and that's how we measure it.
Oh man! If only my father-in-law had known that.
Yeah.
And the arguments usually start happening after the second and third time, but
And Cranston police have been called in the past.
Oh, it can get intense. I've witnessed them. All right, Mike. Is bocce currently an Olympic sport?
well, bocce is actually, Frank, one of the most popular sports in the world. I think soccer and golf are more popular. So this is the third most popular sport in the world. So of course So of course it's an Olympic sport.
So it is an Olympic sport.
Yep.
Okay, Steven, do you agree or not?
I do not agree.
You do not agree? Well, that is unfortunate because it is. So gets the square.
Look, wait, tell him. You gotta ask Michael. Tell him why.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be doing this in Japan, Stephen, but this is a sport for Special Olympics. So they did it. We did the virtual games last week because of COVID, and they played it last week too. It's big with Special Olympics Rhode Island. They do a great job.
Excellent. All right, Howard, you have your
Okay.
choice.
I will pick Kelly Bates, my favorite on Channel 10.
Kelly Bates. All right.
Nice.
That nice. And Kelly is broadcasting live from her bedroom, apparently. Just
My
noticed
mattress came from Cardi's. I'm not even kidding.
Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, that was a good bailout. That was good. That was nice. Kelly.
Yes.
Data from the University of Rhode Island shows that the ocean waters of Rhode Island are noticeably warmer than anywhere else on the Northeast coast. Why?
I suspect it has to do with the volume of pee from the kids at Sandhill Cove. No. Let's see.
It's not the overflow from all of the pools that they pee in.
No.
Okay.
I suspect it has to do with. I know the answer. I'm just trying to come up with something good. I'm sorry.
It sucks when you know the real answer because you went to meteorology school.
It's on the paper I gave you.
Anyway, I thought I could come up with something clever, but as Charlie says, don't go off the script because you're not funny. So, there it is. I'm gonna say that it has to do with greenhouse gases and of course the global warming.
Makes sense. Warm water, global warming. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Howard.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
You agree, and that's correct. So,
Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Good job.
That means, Steven, you are now up.
Judge Caprio.
Judge Caprio, and that would be for the win. Uh-oh. Judge, you have been on the bench for 48 years. To what do you owe your longevity on the bench?
Oh, that's easy. Speed cams. Speed cams, I'm in with the job. Very easy one.
Long as people speed, you're in. That's nice. Is that your actual answer, the speed cams?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
What's the question?
What, we're gonna go with speed camps is his answer. Steven, it's up to you.
I'll agree.
That's so nice of you. Circle gets that square because it's he likes to stay. He eats healthy, got a great wife and family, and he treats people with respect.
The real answer is that we've been there all these years because we treat everybody with a great deal of compassion and understanding. We listen to them, and if we can, we give them a break, and because everyone is entitled to that in life, and that's what we all were taught. And I'm merely doing what my parents taught me, and that's why we've been on the bench all these years.
That is excellent.
Frank,
Not because of speed camps. Okay.
Frank,
Yes,
can I voice an opposing view to what he just said?
Yeah.
He can be vicious. He made me come into his courtroom one time. He said, "Come on in." I said, "I got a ticket." He goes, "Come on in." I go into his courtroom and I prove why I was not guilty. There was not a sign there. I'm about to leave, and he goes to me, "Charlie, what about these other 7 tickets you have?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You have 7 other tickets here. It's like $1,400. I said, "You're just springing this on me. I want to see an appeals court, an appeals judge." This is a true story. He goes, "Oh, you want an appeal? Okay, the appeal judge. Hold on a second." He gets up off his chair. He walks 3 feet away, comes back 3 feet, gets in his chair and says, "Appeals court in session." And this was shown on Channel 6 like a million times. More people saw me on that than saw me on when I was on Star Search years ago. So he could be vicious.
Wow.
But he was compassionate though too.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
charged you $13.99.
And then, Charlie, the following week, you sent in your sister. We can discuss that.
Oh my God. One time I asked him to help me with a ticket. He said, "Your sister already took all of your freebies." He goes, "You're in the red with me."
Huge court is in session.
Okay, I'm sorry, Frank.
That's fine.
Go
Howard.
ahead.
Yes,
You're up.
okay. Let's see, we'll take Jim Hummel for the
Jim
win.
Hummel. And this
win.
is potentially for the win. All right, Howard, let's see. Jim Hummel. Rhode Island has always been characterized as a lively experiment, which is coincidentally the name of the show that you host on PBS. What experiment does that actually refer to?
Oh, that's Frank. Everybody knows this. It was to see if Rhode Islanders could convince the rest of the world that vinegar was a better choice on your French fries than ketchup.
Experiment that goes on all summer long. And the people from Rhode Island who visit don't love us for that. Jim, is that your true answer?
No, this goes way back. Actually, so far back, it was to see whether the Narragansett Indians could figure out how to brew beer, and it was a lively experiment.
So named by Roger Williams, I believe.
There you go. And that's why you see it on the State House.
Yeah. Howard.
I disagree.
Oh, and no, you're right. He's wrong. It is actually, you just won, actually, by the way.
Thanks, Jim.
It
Let's
was.
hear about the real answer. He won.
I'm gonna tell you
Roger Williams.
It was so that Sam Adams could teach the Narragansett to brew beer.
There you go.
That actually is what Roger Williams, his experiment was to see if religious tolerance could flourish in Rhode Island. And we're still waiting to find that out. All right, so we have our 2 winners, and we are going to have them in game 3. But first, a quick message from our
Okay,
sponsor.
folks, the fundraising continues. I will be in Wickford on Friday, July 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. Wine and cheese opening for the big celebrity art show and auction. That's for the Wickford Art Association. And then 24 hours later, I'll be on stage at the Courthouse Center for the Arts in Kingston, hosting Charlie Hall's freaking funny fundraiser for the courthouse. They need funds. COVID has decimated a lot of the arts groups. I'll be there with a bunch of my buddies Saturday, July 17th, 7:30. And then in August and September, I'm right back with my gal pal Doreen Collins as we do our show Aging Disgracefully at venues all around the state. It's like Charlie Hallapalooza. Okay, back to the show.
And we are back. Our two final contestants are Sam, he's X, and Howard is O. Gentlemen, are you ready to take on one another?
Yes.
Ready.
All right.
Good luck, Sam.
Sam, you get to start, so pick.
Okay, I think of him every time I drive on the Thurbers Avenue curve. I'll take Nibbles Woodaway, Steve Goldman.
Terrific.
You were wondering if Goldman would get in here. Steve, who's talking, you or Nibbles?
I'll talk for Nibbles.
So Steve, ironically, you're sitting next to a bug. What is the official state insect of Rhode Island?
You got to be kidding.
Yeah.
Only insect that is the official state insect for Rhode Island is our own Nibbles Woodaway, the big blue bug termite.
Nibbles Woodaway is the official insect of Rhode Island. Now, is that your true answer, Steve?
No, that was my wishful answer. Actually, is not.
Maybe
the actual answer is the scavenger bug. That's the official state.
The scavenger bug is the official bug of Rhode Island. Sam, what say you?
I agree.
Oh, he bluffed you. Very cool. Oh, gets that square. Howard. Pick.
Okay, well, let's pick the Cardi Brothers, where I got most of my furniture. Thank you to the Cardi Brothers.
Of course, everybody gets their furniture from Cardi's. Everybody. It's kind of a twist.
There you go.
Okay, gentlemen.
Yes.
Providence Business News says that this event brings more people into Rhode Island than any other event. What is that event?
Well, I think Steve will love this one. It's the amazing lighting of the big blue bug for Christmas time. And,
Yeah, one time, and Ron's right, this event is so big. One time they had us light the bug at Christmas time, and we did it once, and he never invited us back. His family was so gracious. Oh, it's great to have you here. Wonderful. We're going to have you back. They wouldn't even answer the phone when we call them. I don't know if we broke something.
What you have to do is call and say that you got a house full of maggots, and he'll be there. What is your true answer, gentlemen? The lighting of the big blue bug?
we don't want to disappoint Steve, but actually it's the water fire in Providence.
Oh,
water fire. Howard, what say you?
What's the question again?
This event brings the most people into Rhode Island. What is it?
I agree.
The water fire, and you agree, and a circle gets that square. Sam.
Way to go, Howard. Way to go.
So are there two circles there?
There are.
Right in a row?
Yes, Peter and Steve.
Somebody's about to win?
Well, that could be if that somebody picks the right square.
Pick me. Somebody pick me. Come on, pick me.
Charlie.
I got a good one. Pick me.
Go ahead.
I'll take Charlie Hall.
Yes! Yes!
Charlie. Charlie.
You got to help me out here, Charlie.
Is this the one you wanted to get to?
Yes.
All right. Governor Bruce Sunderland shot 3 of these Yeah, 3 of these at his mansion in Newport. What did Bruce Sunland shoot 3 of?
Porno flicks.
Were there bugs in it?
I'm not sure who paid for that.
It was called Bruce Does Bugs. That's the name of it. No, they weren't porno flicks. They were documentaries, actually, about him. There was Bruce 1, Bruce 2, and the best of Bruce 1 and 2. They were rabid skunks. Rabid skunks.
Rabid skunks.
Rabid skunks.
Sam?
I'll agree.
Yeah, and you are correct.
You fool! Thank you for picking me.
Yep. So that means Howard has a shot.
Well, I think it would be Steve McDonald.
You got it.
McDonald.
Steve
is. Steven, how are you?
Doing okay.
Well, everybody will see you at the 10:30 mass tomorrow, I heard.
You betcha. 10:30. Then I get rush home to watch Lively Experiment with my man Jim.
It's blue beer.
It's a crazy social life we lead. In Rhodywood Squares on Saturday night. I'll tell you what. My dance card is pretty much full.
Steve, the bishop called. He said you can only go to communion once. I know they're tasty, but
yeah, I can't bring the peanut butter, right?
Charlie, remember your joke? These are a little bland. You got any dip?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Steve.
Yeah.
Who said you'll be glad you did?
Oh, yeah. I know that one, Howard. That was. You'll be glad you did. That was my agent. My agent said that when he advised me strongly to decline the invitation to be part of the Rhodywood Squares. That was, I heard that loud and clear. You'll be glad you did. That's a famous one, right? That's our old buddy Al Cerrone, the car guy. I'm going to go with Al Cerrone.
Al Cerrone, the car guy. Howard?
I definitely agree.
All right. Well, O gets that square, and O gets the game.
No!
Yes! Congratulations, Howard. So, there are prizes involved here, you know. Did you guys know that?
No.
Oh, it's true. Our losers, sorry to call you that, but the ones who did not win, let's put it that way. You'll get a trophy because everybody gets a trophy. We'll also get $100 in cash from Touro. So congratulations on that. Now, our winners get to pick.
What's
Howard? I'm going to tell you what they possibly could win, and then you're going to have to pick an envelope. So in one envelope.
What is this, Karnak?
Yeah.
All right.
One envelope.
Yes.
Is a $500 gift card from Cardi's Furniture.
Wow.
Also be glad you did, but that's not their line. The other one is it's $500 in mosquito and tick treatment.
What about maggots?
Big Blue Bug Solutions. Maggots are extra. So Howard, you get to pick envelope A or envelope B. And then Sam, you get the one he doesn't pick. So Howard, A or B?
B.
B, you win the maggots. I mean, you win the mosquito and tick treatment from Big Blue Bug Solutions. Congratulations.
Go, Howard.
And
way to go, Howard.
And that means, Sam, you get yourself the $500 Cardi's gift card.
Oh, love Cardi's.
Go there
Yay.
tomorrow and pick up stuff. If you don't pick up your furniture tomorrow, then you're going to get ticks. That's all you need.
If you have any money left over, pay off the rest of my chair from 1992.
If there's anything left from that, give it to Judge Caprio for the $1,400 in tickets. All right, I think we have Steven is going to say something to wrap up. Is that accurate?
And then I will say something after him.
Very well. So Stevan Labush, the chairman of Touro, the one who will not officially call me Token Goy, but I'm going to get it anyway. Steven has some words. Go for it, Steven.
Yes, I want to first thank everybody who came on behalf of Touro Fraternal Association. Thank you for being a guest celebrity at Rhodywood Squares event. Your participation has helped make this a great success. And thank you for your extra time with the lovely Russian hackers. I know James and myself pulling our hairs out. It was going crazy. So I do appreciate that. Also, on behalf of, we have made raised donations of $448.18. And if you don't understand the 18 cents in the Jewish religion, 18 means chai, which is good luck. So somebody must have done that. And so,
Excellent.
but Touro is going to not just match that, we are going to give another $2,000. So we raised $2,448.18 tonight.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Great.
Also, we are going to give, on behalf of your participation, to your favorite charity. We're going to make a donation onto your favorite charity. So please let us know so we can take care of that. So we really appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I hope it was fun, and thank you very much.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steven.
And let me close this off. I do happen to know that some of the charities have already been picked. We have the Karen O'Donnell Fund. We have Special Olympics. We have Alzheimer's. We have cancer. We have Amos House. We have, so everybody is winning from this game. I thank you all for participating. I want to thank Frank for taking the hot seat and being the host. It was a lot more fun for me to be a square. And I also like to thank the guy that kind of produced the show with me, Andy Lamchek. Andy Lamchek, who's out there somewhere in the digital world. And I hope that at the Kosher Pantry, I hope that we did something good for you. I hope this really helps. And if anybody else out there needs a fundraiser for something, ask the Cardis, because I'm busy. Thank you, Mike Montecalvo, my center square, and everybody else. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
See you guys.
Good night.
All fun. Thank you.